Okay, Coach, they indeed love their football here in upstate New York as you look inside of New Era Field in Orchard Park. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Brooklyn Beats and the Buffalo Bills. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
They start the drive with Cook. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Stop your whining.
2nd and 9 now. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13.
53.
Back to throw. King. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a 1st down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the 1st.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Hey, no more. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again. 56, the mark, boy. 56.
To throw on 2nd down. King. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. First and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55.
Looking to throw. King. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a 1st down.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, it's the 2nd time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
King on 1st and 10. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Going quickly out wide to Moore. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. DJ Moore, 42 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29.
Ready up. 6. Mike, 56, right? Hey, Delta. 56. Hey, they scared. Mike, 56. Mike.
Throwing on first down. Stanley. And he's got the hook up to Moore.
I got you, boy.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Here we go. Ready?
Operating from the gun. Stanley. It's complete. This is Todd Gurley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
Go.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, team 6. Team 6. 56 to Mike, boy. 56. Check 56. 56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike. I don't think you got it, son. Check 31. Check 31. Check your hot read.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
Although it's more commonplace now than at any other time in the NFL, it's still tough to think about throwing a rookie quarterback right into the fire week 1. But guess what? He handled the fire awfully well and threw his first touchdown pass.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Now Cook running right. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Check, 55.
Back to throw. King. It's complete to Britt. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection.
The mic, boys. 56. Check 56. Hey, let's get the
King now throwing on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the 1st half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Finding some room at midfield. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. 22, jet, cover. 22, jet, cover. Check 25, check 25. Back.
They'll run for the 1st time with Kareem Hunt. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. These two teams all tied after 1. So on 4th down, they bring on the Michigan man, Matt Wild, to kick it away. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Hey. You got 3, you got 3. 3 down, 3 down. Clear. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58.
From the gun, Stanley. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Yeah. Hey, Charlie. I'm coming after you. Hey, 58 is a mic. Go 58. He's tired of me. He's tired of us. Now.
Operating from the gun, Stanley. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First down beats.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Show it up. Check. Check. Fair.
On the toss, it's Gurley. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Stanley. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations. But a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. Room here to run. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. That one good for 37 yards. Well, partner, Gurley came on the scene in 2015 NFL Offensive Rookie of the Year. It's been all systems go from game one.
And they talked about easing him into the lineup, and that's really what they did. But once they got him in, they couldn't get him out. They had to feed him the ball more and more, and it's because of these types of runs. He just breaks defenses down with his power and his physicality.
Check 59. Mike is... Hey, Wahoo! Come on, boy. Greystone, travel. Don't be scared of it. Hit it.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, box truck.
To throw again, Stanley. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down.
Hey, Alpha. Here we go. Here we go. When's the mic? Watch one. Watch one. I got one. I got one. Hey, switch gears. Switch gears. Ready, ready.
On 4th down, Stanley. And it's caught. Touchdown. Zach Ertz there to make the grab. And his guys have taken the lead. It took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance. I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a game. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they fell behind early, but since then, 2 touchdowns and a 14-7 lead.
Yeah, they found the end zone on their first 2 drives, and even more so after the defense gave up the first lead. With these last 2 drives, obviously they inspired their D because they shut them down the last time out. They hope to continue that string.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Watch twins. Watch twins. They go.
Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
No gain on the play.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend.
Hey, Zoo. Mike One. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. Mike. Zoo.
Looking to throw on second down. Stanley. He gets it to Gurley. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards on the play. First down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 30. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This quarterback now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. 56.
Operating from the gun, Stanley. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
I got him. Now. 56, Mike, 56. Hey, let's get this, Come. 56 to Mike, boys, 56. Check, 56.
Throwing again. Stanley. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
On the ready.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
He's not going to get me. At 58 is the Mike. Go 58 is the Mike. Bring it. Bring it. 58, boy. 58. 58 is Mike. Watch the screen. Pass. Hit it.
From the gun, Stanley looking for Campbell downfield. And this is taken in at the 5. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter.
You had to figure they'd take a shot downfield on 3rd and long, so the old cliche came into mind right away for me. Who wants it more? You always hear about receivers, you hear about their hands, their moves, their speed. How about the positioning and the desire to go get that one out of the air?
Set, ready? 60 Pittsburgh. Rip left, rip left. Kill, kill, kill. Weapons. Push him back. Push him back. Rush in. Tighten up. Tighten up. Let's go.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now Hunt. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is taken at the 3.
We got this.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
At the 30-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Look at me. Zipper. 58 to Mike. 58. 58 to Mike. Check the out. Check the out. Check the out. Hey, echo. 58 to Mike. Go 58 to Mike. Defense wins championships, baby. 58, boy. 58. 58 to Mike. Ready.
2nd and 5. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
First down, Brooklyn.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
You got 6'6". Pull it high. He's checking. He's checking. He's checking.
Now a draw play for Gurley. And he's taken down inside the 30. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
60 outlaw. Go. Go. Hey, Haywood. Watch the whip. Protein spill. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. Right there. 56. That's what I do.
On 1st and 10, Stanley. Catch made here by Campbell. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This quarterback now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10.
Crunch. 36.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
At the 15-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Stanley. And that is incomplete here. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And it's 3rd down.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Hey! Check. 58, boys. 58. 58. Mike. Yeah. 5. 58. Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58. Right there. Cut. Screen. Watch the screen.
Back to throw. Stanley. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Slant. 56 to Mike, boys. 56.
Looking to throw. King. It's got it complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
At the 26-yard line.
Ready. 56 is to Mike. Check.
First down, here's the run with Cook. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 22-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Watch the pass.
2nd and 6. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Myles Garrett in there for a big one. That is sack number 200 for his career. It ties him with Bruce Smith for the all-time NFL record. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
Here's King. From the gun, he'll throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Myles Garrett, he has now done it. That is career sack number 201. He has the all-time NFL record, surpassing the previous mark set by Hall of Famer Bruce Smith.
54-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Yo. Check. 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 Watch it. Check. 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 Switch.
You ain't doing nothing today.
It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
56 is Mike. 56 is Mike.
To throw on 3rd down. Stanley. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They pick up 11 in addition to moving the chains.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
Switch.
Now it's Gurley. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Hey. Hey, exit. Mike's 56. I'm going to run you over. Ready?
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Beats 21, Bills 10.
On the double. Spike 56. Watch the curl. Hey, alert 3. Check 3. Check nickel. Kill. You're out.
Again they run with Gurley. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Ready.
So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10.
Bang. Under 10. 10. Pilot, 64, weak. Flag number. Check.
Now Gurley. And an alley to run. And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Okay, ready? Slam. Big dash. Come. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Ready?
They run. It's Gurley. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13.
So nice number one. Target. Mike 1. Let's get this ball.
Go.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
5.
Second and 13. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so...
Accelerating, and off he goes. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. DJ Moore. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bills cut into that lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Campbell making the catch. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. This offense so far on third down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Mike 56. Mike 56.
You draw Porter.
56 to Mike, boy. 56. Check 56.
Let it go.
Yeah, I'm here all day. 56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Now.
Operating from the gun, Stanley. And he's got his target. That's Moore. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Well, officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
49, check 49, check 49. Check 50, check 50.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
On first down, Stanley. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 40. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
They run. Cook. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front and then maybe a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll run it here with Hunt. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around. The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Hey, D-Line. Zoom. 56.
Now King, operating from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
To throw is King. Throwing on 4th down. And an alley to run. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 37-yard line.
So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. To throw on 2nd down. Stanley got his man complete over the middle. That's more. And he'll go down at the 28. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
General West.
Kill, turn up. Shoot. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Check 24.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Hey, Nice 7.
58, boys, 58, 58. Mike, watch the pass. Kill.
80 weapon.
Hey, turn it up. Check 13. Check 13. Shift. Check 9. Watch twist.
Gone.
Twist. Slam.
Hit it.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Let's go now. 50, plant.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Here we go.
Clear.
One's the mic. Watch one. Tighten up.
Let's go.
Back to throw. Stanley. And he connects with Ertz. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal.
Topper.
Check safety. Switch.
Head up.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be second and goal. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Todd Gurley standing by his lonesome in the backfield here, second and goal.
Ready.
They go down to off to a good start. It's a win here in week 1.
I do get a kick out of seeing a team kneel down at the end of the game in victory formation and wrap one up, because most of the time a kneel down is not a good thing in football. In this case, it's the best thing for the team that's winning.
Best thing week 1 and 1-0 after going down to that knee.
Cut.
Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Brooklyn, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.